Let me show you in this video how to make a nice data table for this, okay? And I just put a screenshot. You wrote down these things. So this is before. This is our velocity before. So this is the average, the minimum, the maximum. This is what we got to put in the data table, right? And then we've got the average afterwards. So this is after. This is before. And then we want to put this in the data table, and we want to put this in the data table, okay? Now, as far as which gliders you use, take a look at your video, right? The gliders are clearly labeled. So this is A, this is B. Okay, notice that A is the only one moving before, B and A and B are moving afterwards. Glider C isn't in this video, okay? It's only going to be one of the two, right? So it's going to be BC or AB or I don't know, right? So look at your video, look at the letters. C is sitting over here watching, you know. Okay, so I at least included it in the video, right? Okay, so what we want to do is we want to do masses. We're going to basically have two like data tables, right? So one will be the masses. Okay, and then you could say in grams. And then we don't have to label all the numbers, right? So masses in grams. And let's make a thing like this, and like this, and like this, and like this. And let's go glider A. And glider A is 300.0. Okay, now we already said that it's in grams, so we're all set. Okay, notice that it's plus or minus 0.05 grams. So this is so small, we're just going to basically ignore the possibility that the masses were incorrect. And that's because I measured it with one of those triple beam balances. I don't have hundredths of a gram, but it'll hardly matter. Okay, and then we go, let's go glider B. And glider B is this guy, so 291.2 plus or minus 0.05, because really with a triple beam you can only measure a tenth of a gram, and so our uncertainty is half of that, you know, last thing that I can measure. Okay, now let's do velocities, and let's just say that they're all in meters per second, because notice these are all in meters per second, and that will keep us from having to, you know, label them before and or label them, you know, meters per second, which is a whole lot of work, you know. Okay, so let's make a nice data table here. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to go, we're going to make this guy. This will be before, after. Okay. Okay, and we're going to go minimum, average, and maximum. You got to fill these in here, okay? You can organize your table. Make sure if you do it in a different format that it's organized, that you use straight lines and that you label the units, right? Notice that I've labeled the units of this in the header. Okay, it's like, whoa, they're all in meters per second, right? So I don't need to label all of these, but sometimes, you know, kids feel like they should. Okay, so before our minimum was 0.151. Okay, so 0.151 for me. The mean was and mean in this case doesn't mean Mr. Murray was mean to me. It means average. 155. And then our maximum was 0.159. And we're done with before. Now let's look at after. Okay, the mean was 0.076 meters per second. The minimum was 0.072 meters per second, right? And the max was 0.083, okay? Do we have that all right? Yeah. Okay, let's just double check. So we got that. That's afterwards, right? And then before we've got the mean is this, the min is that. There we go. All right. So that is how to make a nice data table. All right.